Hey, it's Rachel. I have an experiment going with buckwheat that I wanted to show you guys. If you remember, I had an earlier video about this celery, which was an accidental experiment. I planted it when some rabbits ate my spinach, and it ended up creating like a shady microclimate that kept our lettuces really well protected. And I did a little video on our spring most valuable plants. We do have a couple of lettuces that were really holding much better than I thought they would, and I wanted to protect them. So I took a cue from the accidental celery experiment and did an intentional buckwheat experiment. So I use buckwheat anyway as like a summer cover crop in between spring and fall plants. It covers the soil and it makes sure that there's living roots in there at all times, which is really good for like the micro herds down there. But also, if you kind of zoom in here, it flowers and it is really great for pollinators. So I like to use it anyway as a cover crop. I only planted this 3 weeks ago, and as you can tell, it shoots up so fast. So this will go to full flower in like 6 weeks, and then I can cut it down. But in the meantime, it's really doing a nice job of shading these lettuces. And when I want to harvest them, I literally just kind of push the buckwheat aside and go in and harvest my lettuces. So it's super cheap. It does two functions. It helps the soil, it shades the lettuce, and it's also going to support pollinator populations. So for anyone that's thinking about how to shade your lettuces or other crops that are going to bolt and go bitter, I highly recommend this. I think next year, now that I've done it and I like it, I'm going to do it again a little earlier and really protect these guys. You can kind of tell over there, this is a staggered one. Some of these lettuces bolted recently and I pulled them out and just added buckwheat after I did that, and it's already shooting up. So you can also stage it. It's like you don't have to do it all at the same time. You can just plant little buckwheat seeds as spots open up in the garden. So super flexible, really cheap, love it. I think the pollinators are gonna love it. The only thing to bear in mind is birds will eat the seed. So when I first put this in, I covered it with some shade cloth for just like a week until they had a chance to germinate. So that's it. It was super easy. Highly recommend it. Thought I'd share this one. Hope it's helpful. Thanks.